Hi, and thank you for watching this video on Faddom's Lighthouse AI traffic anomaly detection. Lighthouse AI is Faddom's new deep learning-based AI engine for detecting unusual traffic behavior and potential security threats. Built on a multi-layered deep learning architecture, Lighthouse continuously learns the characteristics of your environment and surfaces only the most relevant insights and reduces alert noise over time. Some of the key coverage areas include threats such as denial of service or man-in-the-middle attacks, DNS spoofing, port scanning, data exfiltration, and additional network abnormalities. So how does it work? Well, Fathom constantly sends traffic data to the Lighthouse AI. A minimum of 2 weeks of data is required, and if less than 2 weeks of data is available, say for a new deployment, Fathom will continue sending data until it has 2 weeks worth. Once the 2 weeks of data has been received by Lighthouse, Fathom, of course, will continue to add new data as it comes in and continue to analyze it. When new data sources are added or discovery runs, the Lighthouse model will need to relearn your network and accommodate the new data. Lighthouse is completely secure. To ensure data privacy, the information sent to Lighthouse is abstracted by your Fathom server. This strips away identifiable data before processing. While Lighthouse servers analyze connection patterns and behaviors, they never have access to actual IP addresses, host names, or any other identifying information of your environment. And then when Fathom detects an anomaly, you'll receive the notification through your configured notification channels. So let's take a look at the Lighthouse in the Fathom UI. So here we are in the main Fathom dashboard. We navigate over to our secure module and click Lighthouse. This is the main Lighthouse page. The first piece of information to notice is the state of the Lighthouse AI. Lighthouse has 5 distinct states. First is initializing. This is when the Lighthouse would first be starting up after enabled. Then it goes into a learning state. In the learning state, Lighthouse is gathering the 2 weeks of environmental data. And if this is a new deployment and you're enabling Lighthouse right away, and the 2 weeks of data hasn't been gathered, it can take up to 2 weeks in the learning state. After the learning state, it enters the training state. This can take several hours. Lighthouse at this point has the 2 weeks of environmental data, and it is processing the data and learning your environment. After the learning state, it goes into the up state. And now Lighthouse is fully functional. It's detecting anomalies and providing alerts. And of course, there's a down state, meaning Lighthouse is not functioning. This is likely a network disconnection, and Fathom can't reach the Lighthouse AI. Here we can see our Lighthouse is in a training state. We had actually added new data sources to the environment, and Lighthouse is now learning the new traffic patterns. But we can still see the anomalies detected before the new data sources were added, and any new anomalies that get detected will be displayed here. Now we can click on any of these anomalies to get more information. Here we can see more information on the anomaly, things like the source, the target, the port, the time of the anomaly, the amount of traffic that took place, and the highest Fathom score. The highest Fathom score refers to the highest Fathom risk score detected for servers that are involved in this anomaly. This is really great for quickly helping you prioritize risks related to the anomaly. And in the chart, it's showing the history, the last 7 days of traffic for this particular connection, and the red line marks where the anomaly was detected. Once you have reviewed the details of this screen, you can click Review. And this is where the power of the AI engine really comes into focus. You can choose to keep these type of alerts, keep getting alerted on these type of anomalies, or ignore them. If you mark this anomaly as valid, meaning you are keep alerting me on similar anomalies, this indicates to Lighthouse that the detection was accurate and that you're interested in being alerted on similar anomalies going forward. This will help Lighthouse understand your environment and improve over time, and any details are always helpful. If you choose to ignore this type of anomaly, some more information is required so Lighthouse can learn the type of alerts that are relevant for you. So a rule must be created. Here we can see AI suggests us some rules that could apply to this anomaly, or you can choose to write your own. You can write these rules in a normal conversational language, and the AI will generate a specific rule based on your input. So let's create a custom rule. Ignore RDP traffic from this source to this target. And then we click Generate Rule. Now, this can take a minute or two, depending on the environment. Oh, and it happened very fast. Wonderful. And here we can see the rule has been generated, and we can click Save Rule if we want. But we're just going to close this. Now we can go back to the list. And this creating and saving of rules is critical for Lighthouse effectiveness. Well-defined rules are essential for reducing alert noise and improving detection accuracy over time. Now here we are back at the main screen. This is the current screen showing the current anomalies detected, currently unreviewed anomalies. We can also check the history screen to see a history of reviewed and ignored anomalies. The reviewed section shows anomalies that we have reviewed and accepted as anomalous traffic. The ignored section shows anomalies that we have reviewed and ignored. We can see the reasoning why we ignored these anomalies and the status of any rules created for this anomaly. In this case, we can see that the rules for these anomalies have been deleted. Now, to manage the rules that we create, we can go to the settings up in the upper right. This takes us to our settings menu and to Lighthouse. Here we can manage rules, create custom rules. We can see the rules already created, and we can click and edit this rule, basically changing the input and clicking Generate Rule. We can also enable or disable the rule or delete it entirely. New rule is where we can create any kind of custom rule we wanted, again, in normal conversational language, and this rule would be global and not be associated with any particular anomaly. And of course, we can enable and disable Lighthouse completely from the screen. Well, I want to say thank you so much for taking this time to view this short walkthrough through Faddom's Lighthouse AI anomaly detection. I hope you found it very useful and have a wonderful day.